And now we will have Suitland High School Navy JROTC Color Guard directed by First Sergeant Eddie Shea with the National Anthem and the Star Spangled Banner. Please stand for a presentation of colors and the National Anthem at this time. Guests and graduates, we invite you to remove your caps for the National Anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, we will have introduction of platform guests by Ms. Shanita Thomas, Senior Class Professional School Counselor.
Good morning. I'm going to introduce our platform guests for the Board of Education in Prince George's County Public Schools. We have Amy Olivo from District 4, Dr. Judith White, Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Carletta Morrow, Area 3 Associate Superintendent for High Schools and Non-Traditional Programs, Dr. Janice Briscoe, Area 3 Instructional Director for Cluster 13, the Academy of Health Sciences, School Administration and Senior Class members, Dr. Daria Valentine, Principal, Andrea Nungesser, Instructional Specialist and Senior Class Administrator, Shanita Thomas, Senior Class Professional School Counselor, Aisha Clark, Professional School Counselor, Terry Gray, Senior Class Co-Sponsor, Odesse Adamoe, Valedictorian, Laura Cruz, Co-Salutatorian, Cameron Donovan, Co-Salutatorian, Adewoye Ajibode, National Junior Honor Society President. Matthew Fairclough, Senior Class President. Destiny Gua, National Honor Society Historian and Senior Class Vice President. We will now have PGCP, Prince George's County Public Schools, official remarks by our Chief Executive Officer Designee, Dr. Judith White, followed by a musical performance by the Academy of Health Sciences at PGCC Senior Choir, directed by Dr. Roberto Bactas, accompanied by Dr. Apollo Corden.
Good morning, everyone. It is my honor to bring greetings on behalf of Prince George's County Public Schools as we gather to celebrate a fantastic and unforgettable milestone, the graduation of the Academy of Health Sciences class of 2025. This is a day filled with excitement, joy, and reflection, a day you will remember for the rest of your life. And I'm proud to be here with you celebrating all that you have accomplished. So let's check some of those facts for this class of 2025. There are 96 graduates, and of the 96, you have earned over $27 million in scholarships. This class also has 22 scholars who've earned the seal of biliteracy. You have one Gates Millennium Scholar, which means he will be educated for free for the remainder of his time in any institution that he chooses, all the way through. You have 2 salutatorians, not one. And 100% of the students have earned at least a 3.2 GPA, but 73% of this class has earned higher than a 4.0. So students, take pride in that moment. So I want you to look around you and at your loved ones and your friends and mentors who've been here today and who are here today to cheer you on. They have stood by you, lifted you up, and believed in every dream. Each of you have traveled a unique path to get here. For some, it's been very smooth, but for others, the journey has been challenging. But today, you all stand united, resilient, determined, and ready to step into the future full of promise. As President Barack Obama once says, change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for, and we are the change that we seek. Today, you are leaving the Academy of Health Sciences equipped with more than just a diploma. You're carrying knowledge, life lessons, friendship, and confidence to shape your own path. It is not the end, it is just the beginning. So I want you to keep growing, keep pushing, keep dreaming, keep showing up for yourself and for the world you're about to impact. You have everything it takes to succeed, and now we want you to go out and soar. So to the graduates and to the teachers, the families, the mentors, the friends who've helped make this moment possible, thank you and congratulations. Here's to a bright and bold future ahead. Congratulations to the class of 2025 for a job well done.
And we will now have a musical performance by the Academy of Health Sciences Senior Choir, directed by Dr. Bagtas and accompanied by Dr. Apollo Corden.
May the long and winding road be paved with peace.
Till we sing again in the stillness of the night, may your spirit always find a melody. May the echoes of a love song bring comfort. May the rhythms of your faith bring joy.
Precious memories surround you,
And the harmony of friends be ever true.
until we sing
Again. In every storm may you find shelter from the cold. With every tear may you feel grace. May every journey be a path of promise. And if you feel alone, may heaven's music lead you home. May heaven's music lead you home until we sing again. May your heart be filled with song. May your voice be tuned and strong for things above. Until we sing again, when the world has bent you low, may you rise and always know that you are loved. May the wonder of each morning bring laughter. May the close of every day bring rest.
precious memories surround you,
And the harmony of friends be ever true.
until we sing
again. Until we sing again. Until we sing again. Amen. 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 Amen.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Destiny Ngwa, and I have had the privilege of serving as your National Honor Society historian and senior class vice president for the Academy of Health Sciences at Prince George's Community College, class of 2025. It is truly an honor to stand before you today as we celebrate the hard work, dedication, and achievements of our graduating class. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing one of our outstanding co-salutatorians, Laura Cruz. She is graduating with an incredible 4.512 GPA, an associate's degree, and a passion for healthcare and lifelong learning. At AHS, Laura has served as secretary of Mu Alpha Theta and a council member of Latinos Unidos. Through PGCC, she was also a dedicated member of the cheer team and the Clay Club. Outside of school, Laura devotes much of her time to her church, where she leads as youth director, sharing her love for singing, reading, and connecting with others. In her free time, she enjoys exploring nature and learning about all kinds of animals. This fall, Laura will be attending Duke University, where she plans to major in biology with minors in global health and marine science, all on the path to becoming an orthodontist. It is my honor to introduce to you our Academy of Health Sciences at Prince George's Community College, class of 2025 co-salutatorian, Laura Cruz.
Thank you, Destiny, for that wonderful introduction. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Parents, friends, teachers, staff, and most importantly, the class of 2025. Welcome. My name is Laura Cruz, and it's a tremendous honor to stand here as your co-salutatorian today. For those of you who don't know me personally, I'm a proud daughter of Salvadoran immigrants who traveled thousands of miles to give me a better chance at life. To my mom and dad, thank you. Your sacrifices and hard work have not been in vain. My story isn't one of sadness or self-pity. Instead, I hope for it to be a story of inspiration, a beacon of hope, and a testimony to say that if I could do it, it's possible for you too. To the friends, mentors, teachers, classmates who made me feel like I belonged, thank you. You made this journey not only possible, but enjoyable. I used to think that being successful meant being perfect, getting everything right, never falling behind. But I've learned that real strength is showing up even when things aren't perfect. For me, that meant balancing dual enrollment classes, cleaning the house, cooking dinner, and helping to take care of Junior. Sometimes while battling stomach aches that made it hard to focus, or lightheaded mornings that made it getting out of bed hard. And I know I wasn't the only one. Some of you showed up to class with heavy hearts, quietly carrying responsibilities no one else could see. But you still chose to keep going. You still click submit at 11:59 p.m. Or maybe sometimes, if you're like me and waited a little too long, you took the risk and asked for an extension with honesty, courage, and hope that your professor would understand. That's strength, that's resilience, and that's what got us here today. One of my favorite books is Tuesdays with Maury, where Maury says, "The truth is, once you learn how to die, you learn how to live." It sounds intense, but what he meant is that once you come to terms with life's uncertainties, especially the fear at the end, you begin to live more honestly and fully. You stop wasting time on things that don't matter. You start focusing on what does. And maybe your fear isn't death. Maybe it's failure, judgment, or stepping outside your comfort zone. But when you stop letting that fear decide for you, you make space for things that do matter: love, connection, joy. If there's one thing Maury taught me, it's that what gets us through the hardest moments isn't perfection or pretending to be okay. It's people, connection. Let the people who care about you in, lean on them, laugh with them, and be that person for someone else too. Because in the end, it's not just about making it through, it's about who you became and who you hold close to along the way. And that's what I'll remember about high school. Not the grades or the awards, but the late night talks, the laughs at the back of the classroom, being peer pressured into going on scary rides at Hershey Park, or even embarrassing myself in front of everyone trying to learn new cheers when I've never danced a day in my life. I want to encourage you to try new things, to not let anyone or anything limit you from the success that's already yours, to break those barriers like many of you have today. Today is proof of what we're capable of. So when life gets hard, and it will, remember that no battle will ever be stronger than you. And just like a stomachache, this too shall pass. Pain is only temporary. You will make it, and you will succeed. Class of 2025, you did this. You showed up, you pushed through, and you made it. Be proud. Congratulations to the class of 2025.
Good morning. My name is Matthew Fairclough, and I've had the honor of serving as your Academy of Health Sciences at Prince George's Community College, class of 2025 president. Cameron Donovan is a proud second-generation college student with strong Caribbean roots, specifically the British Virgin Islands. Over the past 4 years, she has excelled academically and remained deeply involved in meaningful extracurricular activities at the Academy of Health Sciences at Prince George's Community College. While maintaining an impressive 4.512 grade point average, Cameron has been an active member of National Honor Society and Mu Alpha Theta. She has given back to her community through her involvement with the Delta Gems and the local community response team. Some of her favorite classes included biology with Dr. Corden, psychology and sociology with Mr. Gray, biogeochemical systems with Dr. Lenow, chemistry with Dr. Kumar, and collegiate level microbiology. In her free time, Cameron enjoys writing poetry, experimenting with new recipes, and spending quality time with her family and friends. This fall, she will attend Georgia State University on the prestigious campus Atlanta Scholarship, where she plans to major in neuroscience. Her career goal is to become either a neuropsychologist or a pediatric neurologist. Cameron draws on her inspiration from her teachers, Dr. Corden, Mr. Gray, and Mr. Cornell, as well as from her parents, her sister, Jaden Donovan, and Professor Kyle Lorenzo, whom she met during a summer program in neuroscience and psychology. It is my absolute honor and privilege to introduce our Academy of Health Sciences at Prince George's Community College, Class of 2025, co-salutatorian, Cameron Donovan.
Thank you, Matthew, for that great introduction. Good morning, distinguished platform guests, esteemed faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the resilient, relentless, remarkable class of 2025. It is an honor to stand before you today as one of your co-salutatorians. I'm expected to offer something hopeful, something inspiring, but if I'm being honest, I don't know what the future holds for any of us, and that's okay, because success is never promised and ease is never guaranteed. If success came without failure, then failure would have no purpose, and without failure, there will be no strength, no resilience, no growth. When I look out, I see not just caps and gowns, but stories. Stories of students who lost sleep chasing deadlines, who lost people they loved, who lost motivation, faith, and sometimes even themselves, but chose to keep going anyway. When I started freshman year, I walked in with the virtues instilled in me by my loving parents, which consisted of giving 100% in everything that I do and being unapologetically me. Initially, my only goals in school were to get straight A's and be the best. I worked like it was a race, until I realized that I was not the only one running. That's when the goals felt a little less real and a lot more out of reach. But when I met my girls, they taught me that the only person I should be in competition with is who I was yesterday. High school was hard, and as much as our parents tried to help, the people who were in it with us saw it through a different lens. It was through friendship that I learned some of my most valuable lessons that speak to who I am today. Kennedy Juggins taught me the value of humility. Brooke Dyson taught me the importance of perseverance. And Amina Ali taught me genuine compassion. Now, 4 years later, I deliver this speech to you not only because I worked so hard to be here, but because of the virtues my parents, siblings, teachers, and these young ladies instilled in me. I'm here to tell you I've learned something greater. Our worth is not defined by our grades or titles. The real victory, you may ask, is who we've become when no one is watching. It's the nights we cried after a hard test but showed up for the next one. It's the trembling hands turning in final assignments. The mornings we got out of bed when everything in us wanted to quit. That's success. That's strength. Freshman year tested our courage. Sophomore year tested our discipline. Junior year tested our strength. And senior year tested our resilience. But still, we finished anyway. And we didn't do it alone. Don't forget the people who poured into you, whether it was a teacher staying late, a friend checking in, or a parent cooking your favorite meal. Those moments mattered. Now we stand at a crossroads between high school and college, childhood and adulthood, who we are and who we're becoming. And some of us know exactly where we're going, whether that's the military, trade, college, or future profession. And to you, I say congratulations. But for those still figuring it out, I want you to remember that you are not behind. You are becoming. It is okay not to know who you want to be right now. Most teenagers and even adults don't. Some of the most influential people didn't start off where they ended up. Barack Obama wanted to be a lawyer, Viola Davis planned to teach, and Steve Jobs studied calligraphy. Dreams evolve, and that's not weakness, that's growth. So as we step forward into the unknown, remember that your journey doesn't have to mirror anyone else's. Your path doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be yours. And when fear creeps in, remember these words from the poet Audre Lorde. I am deliberate and afraid of nothing. Be deliberate, be proud, be unafraid to redefine success on your own terms. Class of 2025, we kept showing up. We finished anyway. And now your next chapter begins. Deliberate, unafraid, unstoppable. Thank you.
Good morning, distinguished platform guests, faculty, families, and fellow graduates. My name is Adedoana Jebere, and I am proud to serve as the National Honor Society President for the Academy of Health Sciences at Prince George's Community College Class of 2025. With a 4.52 grade point average, Odesse Imenitama is a first-generation student from a Nigerian-American background. Her favorite extracurricular experiences at the Academy of Health Sciences at Prince George's Community College were serving as Secretary of Peer Forward, Co-President of the Yearbook Club, and Secretary of the Student Government Association. Since her sophomore year, she has interned and been mentored by a pediatric speech pathologist. Odesse's favorite classes at AHS at PGCC included Chinese 1 with Dr. Tsai, Algebra 2 with Dr. Nog, as well as Human Growth and Development and Anatomy and Physiology 1 at the collegiate level. In her spare time, she enjoys playing the New York Times daily word games, baking, and spending time with her favorite people. This fall, Odesse will be attending the University of Maryland at College Park on a full-ride scholarship, receiving the university's most prestigious merit award, the Banneker Key Scholarship. She plans to double major in hearing and speech sciences and human development with a minor in marketing. Her career aspirations include becoming a pediatric speech pathologist or a professional school counselor. A few of her inspirations are Ms. Bruce Anderson, Dr. Perry, Mr. Cornell, and her mentor, Tanita Kearney. Please join me in welcoming the Academy of Health Sciences at Prince George's Community College Class of 2025 Valedictorian, Odesse Imenitama.
Thank you, Adedoyan, for that wonderful introduction. Good morning, everyone. My name is Odesse Imenitama, and I'm honored to stand before you as the valedictorian of the class of 2025. To every graduate here, congratulations, we did it. Not by chance, not by luck, but with determination, sleepless nights, group chats, deadlines, and a lot of hard work. And to our parents, families, teachers, and mentors, thank you. I know this is the part where I'm supposed to act shocked and pretend that I had no idea I'd be standing here, but let me be honest. I've worked for this honor, I've planned for this honor, and I've sacrificed for this honor. Thank you. And I'm not going to deny that truth, because far too often, Black and brown women are expected to shrink themselves when they succeed. We are expected to whisper our wins, downplay our brilliance, and pretend to be surprised by the excellence that we know we have earned. But I'm not shrinking today. I'm standing tall and proud, and I'm celebrating, and I want every woman of color in this room to know that you deserve to do the same. I mean, let's be real. I have a 589-day streak on Duolingo, and if that doesn't scream dedication, I really don't know what does. One of the most defining moments of my high school experience came during my sophomore year when I began to intern for a pediatric speech pathologist. Her biggest lesson to me, begin with the end in mind. Back then, my end was just to make it to graduation, but somewhere along the way, that changed. I wanted more than to just walk across the stage. I wanted to leave behind a legacy. I wanted to walk out of AHS knowing that I'd made a difference here. That drive pushed me through every class, every late night, and every challenge, including being a part of one of the most rigorous dual enrollment programs in the state of Maryland. We weren't just high school students. We were also college students balancing GPAs, college credits, and big dreams, often all at once. But still, we did it. The truth is, none of us got here without any obstacles. My biggest one came this past semester when my father passed away. Tomorrow, I have my first college commencement and my father's funeral. When I got the news of his passing, I didn't know if I could keep going. I thought that grief would take my focus and my motivation, everything that I've worked for. But again, I thought about the end that I had in mind, the moment that I'm living right now, the one where I can stand here, proud and strong, knowing that he's smiling down on me. But I didn't get through all of this alone. My support system carried me. Mrs. Anderson, Dr. Perry, Mr. Cornell, and all of my closest friends, thank you. And to everyone else who poured into me, encouraged me, and stood beside me, you are part of this moment too. Thank you so much. Here's what I want to say to anyone watching now or years on from now. You don't have to become someone else to be great. I didn't lock myself away, I didn't sacrifice my mental health, and I definitely did not sacrifice my sleep. Instead, I had fun, I was outspoken, even when it was hard to speak up, and I stayed true to who I am, and still, I made it here. So that's the lesson. Be yourself, be bold, be joyful, and let your journey be your own. And to all the future students of AHS, and to my future children who will hear this speech every year on May 16th until they can give a speech like this of their own, your story can be different and still be extraordinary. You don't have to follow someone else's path. Build your own, and you will thrive. Class of 2025, we are stepping into the world not just with diplomas, but also degrees and with stories, ones of courage and resilience. I'm so proud of everything that we've accomplished, but we're also moving up in the world during some uncertain times. But never forget that your strength lies in your voice. Speak up for what you believe in and speak out against what you don't. And just remember, we're gonna be all right. Thank you for your time, and congratulations again to the unstoppable and unforgettable Class of 2025.
There is not one dry eye in this room right now, including mine. To the unforgettable class of 2025. I'm sorry, I'm going to wait till they're seated. To the unforgettable class of 2025, you entered high school in uncertain times, and you're leaving in times no less uncertain. But the difference is, you're ready for whatever life brings your way. At a time when forces have worked overtime to silence you, erase you, and even remove you from history, you refused to disappear. You spoke up. You asked the hard questions. You made your mark, and you wrote your story in history. Let me share how many of your classmates have and will continue to write their names in history. First, let's talk about the scholars who are breaking barriers and setting new standards. Daniel Wamita, a name we will long remember, is only the second Gates Millennium Scholar in the history of AHS. Tunde and Rachel continue the legacy of a proud Meyerhoff scholars preparing to change the world through medicine and research. And we witnessed a special moment when Noel, the last senior inducted into the National Honor Society, was penned by his best friend, Cayman, both honored for embodying our pride by showing gratitude and fairness. This class is fluent, not just in languages, with 22 seals of biliteracy, including Victoria, who earned 2 of her own, but fluent in leadership, service, empathy, and most of all, perseverance. Leadership is not about titles, it's about impact. Matthew, your senior class president, led with vision and heart. And Adolfo, your former SGA president, reminded us that even the best procrastinators can rise to the occasion and lead with purpose. Like Carter, leaders wear many hats, as homecoming king or just a style preference. Leadership isn't always loud, but in this class, it was consistent and it was transformative. As Winston Churchill once said, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Layla, with nearly 500 student service learning hours, is on her way to improving global health through diagnostic medicine. And Sanaya, with over 500 hours, is ready to ask the hard questions as a future journalist, all while serving as your homecoming queen. In this class, service wasn't an obligation, it was a calling. This class understood that we're stronger together. Dynamic duos like Trinity and Sabri showed us that school spirit and academic support go hand in hand. The inseparable trio, Eli, Michael, and Demilari, known affectionately as the Burby Boys, proved that their friendship can be one of the most powerful forms of leadership. And no story of sisterhood would be complete without Mackenzie and Madison, twin legacies at AHS, holding open doors for their sisters who will follow. And Bianca and Ashley have shown us how life circumstances can make friends family. Perseverance is what makes a legacy last. Faith and Mercedes pushed through health challenges and still excelled, carrying this class with quiet strength. Others carved paths uniquely on their own. Kent broke barriers through martial arts, while Yohelia prepares to train as an electrician and make her mark as a young woman in a male-dominated field. As Charlotte rose into the future with environmental purpose, Jose begins his service in the United States Air Force. Each of you has chosen to break the mold, push past the limits, and define your journey on your own terms. Class of 2025, your presence here at AHS cannot be denied. Not now, not ever. You will not be forgotten. Your story is not just your own. It is our collective legacy. One that insists on being heard, one that will never be silenced. With every accomplishment and every experience over the last 4 years, I have enjoyed celebrating your strength and watching your stories unfold. As I leave the podium, I leave you with this quote from billionaire Robert Smith. Use your skills, your knowledge, your instincts to serve the world, to go change the world in the way that only you can. Parents, guardians, families, mentors, and friends, thank you for trusting us with your most precious gift. Class of 2025, thank you for leaving behind a legacy of courage, voice, and pride. Thank you. I ask for board member to please join me at the podium. The Academy of Health Sciences at Prince George's Community College proudly certifies that the following students have successfully completed the courses required by the Maryland State Department of Education and have met all the graduation requirements for a Maryland high school diploma. I, Dr. Daria Valentine,
and I, Ms. Amy Olivo,
hereby confirm their eligibility to the Maryland State Board of Education. By the powers vested in me by the Board of Education of Prince George's County and Maryland State Department of Education, I now declare the class of 2025 to be graduates of the Academy of Health Sciences at Prince George's Community College.
Odesse Anita Imanitama. Laura Ashley Cruz. Cameron Mariah Donovan. Adedoyin Rachel A. Ajibade. Matthew Ronald Gijor Faircloth. Destiny Goon Goa. Olatunde Ademola Adesina. Basayo David Afe. Tiffany Olamide Akinkwotu. Amina Karina Teresa Ali. Damaris Alonzo Torres. Erica May Moreno Allura. Nina Therese Tabata Arguedo. Amber Nair Aviles Royes. Brianna Ufoma Boache. Bianca Janaya Bullock. Harmony Amira Chisholm. Billy Merrin Davis III. Mectis Dereje Debebe. Clarissa Noel Di Fiesta. Brooke Eva Dyson. McCathy Timbu Ebe. Jade Arlette Escalero Contreras. Ambera Mumana Nene Agabuzo. Natalia Sky Baker. Amira Layla Brown. Cayman Delaney Curry. Ijama Lily Egwim. Patrice Janisha Catherine Farrell. Orishayewimi Loom Fru. Natalie Giselle Fuentes. Nia Magdalena Gonzalez. Rihanna Janelle Green. Jocelyn Johanna Gira. Diana Herrera Machaca. Sabri Kanaya Hooks. Kennedy Shirlea Duggins. Maya Ofuriata Carey Carey. Got it? Trinity Sky Laney. Maite Luis Valle. Yoelia Anaí Madreno Herrera. Salma Amor Miranda. Allison Sarai Monterosa. Kenya Nicole Moreira Martinez. Michelle Chiamaka Nanamako. Isioma Glory Nawaku. Oranifemi Elijah Olaniyan. Oluwatomiwa Michael Oluwabusi. Carter Elijah Owens. Lavender Jasmine Petty. Faith Ariel Kendrick. Camille Achawa Banwi. Deborah Oluwatorian Olopade. Joshua Ayomide Olopade. Giselle Joy Villegas. Aaliyah Sanai Watson. Adolfo Luis Reyes Ortega. Clarice Gwinnett Nonan Sahot. I got you. Cheyenne Zanaya Salim. Victoria Angelina Selden Angel. Zainab Sajad Sadiq. No second. Brian Gerard Slater II. Kepler Afanwi Sue. Madison Alita Walker. Mackenzie Alice Walker. Daniel Tamidayo Wamita. Aaron Rashad Wheeler. Sanaya Mackenzie White. Charlotte Marie Williams. Noel Aiden Wilson. Amira Nicole Abdullah. Eileen Giselle Aguilera. Yael Africa Grace Bennett. Lizette Tiana Buchanan. Anderson Montana Dixon. Kent Dwayne Dixon. Ryan Cunwell Funchum Eno. Mercedes Grace Kibik Flores. Yaretsi Cecilia Funes Bermudez. Oluwadamalari Adulua Kamalafe. Jashlyn Edith Martinez Reyes. Lyle Gabro Aquino Ableza. Layla Olivia Dorn. Elizabeth Noelia Enriquez Martinez. Haley Martinez Alcala. Jose Alejandro Mata Reyes. Ashley Renee Mosey. Abigail Gloria Newell. Michael Tochukwu Nej. Carlos Eduardo Peña Castillo. Jonathan Jesus Ramos Huerta. Lucas Allen Rohan. Layla Santil. Ganesh Raja Shankaran. Batur Wade. Amina Lavette Rashida Williams. That's it.
Good morning. Before we turn your tassels, Ijama said that I needed to share this quote that was shared at the last National Honor Society induction ceremony. And you know I love a quote. So here it is. If your dream doesn't scare you, then it isn't big enough. By Muhammad Ali and Christine K. Stevens. Don't let any fear stop you from what you need to do. Don't let it scare you enough to stop you. So now let's get to the turning of the tassels. Will the class of 2025 please stand? Traditionally, the moving of the tassel at graduation symbolizes one's transition from candidate to graduate. Graduates, please turn your tassels from right to left. Congratulations. Congratulations.